welcome back to my channel. If y'all do not know me, my name is Chrissy. Hello and welcome. And welcome back to another episode of Candidly Chrissy. If this is your first time tuning in to Candidly Chrissy, pretty much what this is just a series on my channel. We get all up close and personal and intimate. I do story times. I have on special influencer guests. And it's just like a chance for y'all to get to know me and other influencers a little bit better. It's a little bit more like intimate level, because I do like fashion and lifestyle content, but you know, here I see you, you see me, and we see each other, okay? So today's video, I'm really excited because I've been wanting to make this video for a minute. So I'm going to be pretty much walking you through how I basically glue up. Is it glue up? Or like my glow up journey, okay? My extreme glow up journey, how I became an it girl, how I became pretty much that girl and the main character of my life. And I'm going to give you guys 5 steps on how you can become that girl and glow up and just have the ultimate confidence as well. Before we even jump into it, girl, you already know what to do. Go ahead and just like this video already, okay? Helps me so much with getting my content out there, helps me with the algorithm, because the girls need the content, okay? Also, make sure that you're subscribed, turn your notification bells on so you don't miss a video. So, I'm not going to hold y'all for too long. I'm going to try to get through this video and not talk too much. So, let's get into it. All right, y'all. So, like I said, I'm not going to go like deep into my past when it came to like my confidence and how I found confidence or the things that I went through, because I do have a lot of other videos talking about that. But to give you like the condensed version, I have been big most of my life. Like, I've been a chubs for pretty much my entire life. I was a big baby. I was a chubby toddler. I was chubby in elementary school. I was chubby in middle school. I was thick in high school. Skinny, I never knew her. Skinny, we've never been friends, never seen her, never knew her, never know what that felt like. So growing up, I always knew that I was different. I always knew that I was bigger than most kids. I was never the girl that was able to go shop at Limited 2 with her friends. I always was shopping in like a different section. I was always shopping in like girls plus, juniors plus sizes. I was young. I talk about this a little bit on the channel, but I was young, like shopping at the Avenue and Lane Bryant and Ashley Stewart and Torrid and Old Navy and finessing outfits from there and trying to make them look like things my friends was wearing, and making outfits that ultimately my friends wanted to wear. And so I was always that child, okay? And my parents did a really great job of just instilling like love for myself and telling me that I was beautiful and trying to teach me confidence as best as they could. But as most of y'all know, like when you get into the world, and there are so many different standards and examples of what the media of the world deems as beautiful, you already know how your self-confidence and your self-worth and your image and who you are can be tainted. So that's pretty much what happened to me. Like, I was a Disney kid. I was very much into Disney Channel. I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to do the little Mickey Mouse things with the laser and all of that. And I was obsessed with like that Disney Channel image. And I remember seeing Raven, and at that time, she was like thicker on the Disney Channel, and I remember her being criticized for her size. And now that I look back on it as an adult and I watch That's Raven over again, like where I am now, she wasn't even big at all, to be very honest. But I remember the image of like the typical Disney Channel kid or Disney Channel actress. And at that time, I was so obsessed with High School Musical, and I was obsessed with like Ashley Tisdale and Vanessa Hudgens, and I wanted to look like them. And at that time, I would like sneak and do all these different like crazy diets. I've been on literally every single diet trying to obtain a body type or trying to become something that, to be honest, I don't even know my body can be. Like the little stick, I don't want to say stick figures because I don't want to take away from anyone being slim or skinny or anything like that, but I don't even think my body can be that small, just to be honest. I think I'm just like thicker by nature, just looking at everyone in my family. But I spent so much time hating myself, hating who I was, hating the fact that I did not look like other girls, and it really really just having no self-love or self-worth for myself. And I remember going through elementary school and going through middle school and even a little bit in high school and just being bullied for my size. I was never the girl that had issue like fitting in as far as friend groups. I always had friends. I was always like well known, but I remember people would make fun of me. People would make remarks about me. I remember people that I thought were my friends would laugh and kiki when someone made a joke about me. And those are things that I remember to this day and that really scarred me. I literally remember like one time this boy called me a chicken McNugget, and like that was an insult, as dumb as it is, and I can laugh about it today, but that's something that just stuck with me. And a lot of those situations really tore me down and tore down my self-esteem and tore down my confidence. And through those years, I remember kind of making myself smaller on the inside because I felt like I couldn't make myself smaller in my appearance, if that makes sense. So I would be smaller in personality, smaller in the sense of not going to pursue the things that I wanted to pursue, or not taking the chances with different sports or different like extracurricular activities because I was afraid of how people were going to look at me. I was afraid to try new things. I was afraid if people were going to talk about me or not. And I remember just minimizing myself so I could just play the back seat and almost blend in so that I wouldn't stand out and people would talk about me, if that makes sense. And if you know me now, baby, I'm a main character, okay? I have a very big personality. When I walk in the room, you know I'm there. Like, without like doing the most, like, I'm very much, when I tell y'all, it has been a journey to become the girl that you see on your screen right now talking to you. It has been a long journey. And before I even jump into the steps, I want to let you guys know that what I've done to become this girl is realistic. I want to let you know that it is attainable. I am no more special or better than you are. Just because I sit here and I make YouTube videos and I'm an influencer or whatever the case may be, I look so confident, I look so this, and that, I'm not better than any of you guys. I went through a lot of the same things that you guys went through. I've had a lot of trials and things in my life that I've had to overcome. So all these things I'm getting ready to tell you guys are things that can be done easily if you just put your mind to it and you practice some grace with yourself and understand that this is a marathon. It is not a race. So going through, as you guys know, 5 years ago, I got in my car accident, tore up everything, a C2 spine fracture, all these teeth came out, broken ribs, dislocated knee in several different places, broken foot, open compound fracture in my ankle. And honestly, that was a redefining moment for me. That was the moment where I realized that I had to learn how to love myself. I have to figure out how to have confidence, how to glow up and become the woman that I want to be, so that I can have the career that I want, so that I can have the love that I want and deserve, so that I can live out loud, and when I die, I have no regrets on anything that I pursued, and I have no regrets on how I lived. So y'all, I'm about to walk you through these 5 steps. And honestly, you guys, these are really simple steps, and I'll give you examples through these, but these are things that you can very much do in your own life. Jumping into step number 1, I stopped playing victim, okay? I stopped playing the victim role and feeling sorry for myself for the things that I went through. And I know that that can sound harsh, especially because we've all had trauma in our life on different levels, but I stopped saying, woe is me for getting in this car accident that changed my appearance and changed my life. I stopped saying, woe is me for being the bigger kid and being bullied growing up and all of these things. They happened. They happened, and it came to a point where I realized that they happened for a reason. Whether they happened for me to just grow in myself, or it happened so I could sit here on this platform and help you guys. It happened. You have to really come to grips that everything in our life is God has orchestrated for a reason. Everything is leading us on this path to becoming the person that we are ultimately supposed to be. And as long as we play victim, we're not going to grow. As long as we are in denial about where we are in life and the things that have happened to us about the past, and we're not willing to to heal from it and to create other opportunities for ourselves, you're never going to truly be happy. You're never going to truly be content within yourself. You're always going to pity yourself. You're always going to be low. You're always going to be down. You're always going to be playing the victim. And honestly, yes, everyone's life is so different, but everyone also has the option to choose a different path and to choose to be positive and to keep it pushing and to keep it moving. I remember very clearly when I was in that accident, I was depressed. I was on bed rest while the rest of my friends were out living life and you know, doing all the things that I wanted to do. I was 20 years old when I got into my accident. And I was sad. I was so sad. It was woe is me. I was pitying myself to the point where I wasn't even doing my physical therapy. I just wanted to lay in bed and just play victim and pity myself. The moment that my parents, my sister, my siblings, they pushed me to get up, to do my therapy, to get out of the wheelchair, to get out of the walker, to get out of the cane, that is where I saw myself grow. That is where I was able to reach my goal of walking across the stage and graduating. Every single day I got up and I tried harder. I'm not gonna cry. When I tell y'all, I was on bed rest in a neck brace, FaceTiming into class. I had emailed teachers like, can I please FaceTime into class? I want to finish my degree. My dad was taking me to school in my wheelchair, in my neck brace, taking exams that they wouldn't allow me to take over the computer. Okay, then when I was able to actually come out of my wheelchair, literally, I think the week I came out of my wheelchair, I was on a walker on campus. I could barely move. I could take a couple of steps and then I had to sit down. It would take me literally maybe 30 to 45 minutes just to get to my next class. I still did it. And then I graduated to a cane. And then I graduated to the point where I came off my cane and I walked across stage. If I would have still been playing victim that entire time, and woe is me that entire time, I would have never achieved the things that I have achieved today. Period. I would never be sitting here talking to you guys. I would never gotten my degree. I would never achieve any of that. So stop playing victim. I know it's hard, but I'm your good sis. So I'm going to tell you, okay? Number 2 is I did things that made me uncomfortable. And this is a very big step in glowing up and becoming that girl or that person that you want to be. Stepping out of your comfort zone, I talk about that a lot, but stepping out of your comfort zone is the only thing that is going to take you upward. That's the only thing that is going to help you to succeed, because as long as we're staying in our little box and inside of our little comfort zone and our little zone, we're never going to grow. We're never going to blossom, okay? So for me, a lot of what helps me become confident in the way I am today is YouTube. Is doing these trial hauls for you guys. Is doing these swimsuit hauls for you guys. Literally. Like, it took me so long. Well, I would say so long, but it took me a minute to start my YouTube channel. I remember deciding that this is what I was going to do. Convinced my parents to buy me my camera equipment and everything. They had purchased it, but it was literally sitting on my desk at home for a couple of months before I even picked up the camera. And I remember being afraid because I didn't know how people were going to take me. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to succeed. I didn't know if I was going to fail. The only thing I knew is that I didn't want to get to be 40 and look back at a dream I had and I didn't do it and I regretted it. So one of my things I always say to myself is, listen, if I want to do something, I'm going to do it. If I fail, I fail, but at least I tried, okay? So I remember the day that I picked up and I recorded my first video. The video's trash. It's still on my channel, but it's trash. But hey, I did it, okay? I stepped out of my comfort zone. I remember the first time I wore my arms out for the first time. That's here, documented on my channel under my confidence series. I stepped out of my comfort zone. I did it. Now, baby, you can't tell me nothing about wearing these flappers out, please. I remember the first time I went out and I wore my leg out. I documented that for you guys here on this channel. You can't tell me nothing now. I remember the first time I wore a crop top. Baby, you can't tell me nothing now. I am such a big believer in stepping out of your comfort zone. Yes, it is uncomfortable. Duh, that's what our comfort zones are for. They're to keep us cushy and comfort. But when you take that one step, and sometimes you guys, you have to just not even put too much thought into it and just do it. Because like I said before, I am my biggest hater. I am my biggest hater. I will hold myself back from doing the things that I want to do. I still have issues with that now that I'm still like working through. But if you just take one single step, put your toe out of your comfort zone, I promise that you will never look back once you're out of it. You will never look back. You will want to try so many different things. And you guys, it's hard. It's so hard, but you have to do it. You are not going to achieve the level of success or the level of confidence or the level of it girlness if you do not step out of your comfort zone. So whether that is applying for a specific job, going after, auditioning for a certain role, approaching a certain guy, wearing a certain garment, going to the gym, whatever the case may be, whatever that thing that is uncomfortable for you that you want to achieve, but in order to do it, you have to step outside of your box. Do it today. Take baby steps toward it. It doesn't matter if you take a leap. It doesn't matter if you jump. It doesn't matter if you run. It doesn't matter if you walk. It doesn't matter if you sprint to it. It doesn't matter if you crawl to it, baby. At least you are going in that direction, that you're not staying stagnant inside of the little bubble that we build for ourselves. So number 3, and I'm kind of going to combine 2 here, is I stopped caring what people thought about me and I developed an it girl attitude. Okay, I developed an attitude and an air of confidence. Not an air of like being conceited, but confidence and just that it girl energy. When you guys see Rihanna out here, or you see Beyonce, or you see SZA or Kalani, or like whoever your like celebrity crushes, or that person that you look up to and admire, when you see different influencers that you love and you feel like they are just that girl, when you see those girls, they are it girls and they are confident because they exude it. That is who they are. That is part of their personality. That is the attitude that they adopted. It's just a feeling. And I know I say this a lot about faking it until you make it, but it's a real thing, you guys. Like when you put on that kind of just like attitude and that air about yourself, that I'm confident, I'm walking with my head held high and I feel really good and I'm going out and I'm wearing whatever I want and I'm going after my dreams, I'm doing all these things and I'm not caring about what other people think about me. When you put that attitude on, it just becomes who you are. Like it's so hard. I know I made so many videos about how to be confident, but it really is so hard to explain it because it's just an attitude. It's just a feeling that you just walk into one day. It's just something that you decide to just put on one day and you just never take it off. Even on the days where you're really not feeling it, you still just put it on and to survive. It's just like an air about you, and really just deciding that I don't care what anyone thinks about me. Like, yeah, there were naysayers when I started my YouTube channel, child. They're like, you're an influencer, you make money off of that, you're sitting here and kikiing to the camera, you talk to yourself. I sure do. I talk all the way to the bank, honey. Like, I stopped caring about what people thought about me, because as long as I cared about what people thought about what I was doing with my life, or what I wear, what weight I am, whatever I do, it was always going to hold me back, okay? It was always going to hold me back from being the woman that I wanted to be and the woman that God called me to be. I could literally not care less about what anybody thinks about me, other than, honestly, probably like my parents and God. When it comes to those 3 people, anyone outside of them, I really don't care. As long as I'm executing what I feel like God has called me to do, and I'm making my parents proud, and I'm proud of myself, that's really all that matters. So number 4, this is actually probably the most important one that I have, is I prayed and I asked God to order my steps. I don't know where all you guys fall with your faith or what you believe in, but I believe in God, okay? And I knew that I could not do this on my own. When I got into my car accident, when I went through things with exes, I went through situations where I thought I was broken. I went through situations that I didn't feel like I wanted to live through. Literally, I remember, and this is story time from the time, but I remember a specific situation, and I literally prayed to God, like, I really don't want to wake up tomorrow. Please. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna cry in this video. I don't know what you are having me here for. I don't know. I feel like I'm lost. I don't know what's going on. My heart hurts. Like, I'm heartbroken. Like, I can't do it. And I remember literally waking up the next morning like, okay, I'm still here, so you have a purpose for me. And I remember going to church. It was the new year, and it might have been the new year of 2019. A guest speaker in my church preached a sermon about purpose, especially walking into the new year. And that sermon really stuck with me. And ever since then, I always have this prayer: Lord, order my steps. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do with this talent that I have? Like, what do you want me to do with the things that I've been through? How do you want me to tell my story? This is what I want to do, but how do you want me to do it? And from there, I was led to start my YouTube channel. And I tell you guys, a lot of people want to start influencing. A lot of people want to start YouTube channels. Not everybody pops off. It just is reality. Not everyone's successful at this. But the reason why I know that my platform has grown and my channel has grown the way it has, and I have reached the level of success that I have so far, because I prayed on this. I asked God, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to do this? And I pray this prayer like every day. Okay, when it comes to a lot of things, when it comes to love and who I invest my time into, when it comes to like every decision, I have to look to God, because I can't make these decisions on my own. Like, I cannot do this by myself. And I ask God, like, please, Lord, like, order my steps. Like, what do you want me to do? There's a song called Order My Steps, and I listen to that often. I'm like, literally, order my steps. I cannot do this on my own. I can't see in front of me. To be honest, it's like I know what I want, but you know what I need, and it's foggy in front of me. I can't see it. I need you to guide me. I need you to direct me. Okay, I've had plans for my life that have not yet come into fruition, that have not happened in the timing that I had wanted it to happen in, that I wanted it to happen in. And it's because that may have not been God's plan for me, or may have not been the time that God wanted to happen for me in. So you guys, if you are struggling with your faith, or you are trying to figure out what faith looks like for you, I just say stop and pray. God hears you. He answers prayers. And literally, that prayer of ordering my steps when you need to make a decision, when you need to figure out what your next move is something that really helps and works for me, so that I am just clear when it comes to me making a decision, because I'm so indecisive, and I have a lot of clarity, and that where I am, and that I am confident, and it helps me to know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. So in turn, I am confident in my placement in life, and content with where I am in life, and I'm confident in the position that God has put me in life. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, I can go into it a little bit more in a different video, but I am confident in my role as an influencer. I am confident in my role as a YouTuber, because I know that whether 500, 5,000, or 500,000 people watch me, I know that at least one person is being greatly affected about what I'm saying to you. You know what I mean? So I feel confident in the role that God has placed me in. So you guys just pray that the Lord will order your steps, and He will lead you, and He will guide you to where you need to be. So number 5, and this is actually very important as well when you are trying to blow up and become the person that you want to be and that you were meant to be, is cutting down your circle and creating a safe and supportive community around you. Now, I'm 25, and one of my biggest things is just, I really value the people that are around me. I really value my friends. I really value my circle that is around me. It doesn't mean that everyone's perfect. It doesn't mean that we don't clash sometimes. It doesn't mean that we don't have disagreements. But I know that at the end of the day, these are people that truly love me, support me, and have nothing but love and my best interest at heart. So when I was younger, I used to be so concerned with clinging on to relationships and friendships that probably didn't serve me. Okay, I've caught people my best friends that truly weren't my best friends. And I remember one thing my oldest sister told me. She said, as you get older, your friendship circle is going to be smaller, and you're going to want it that way. And now, being 25, almost 26, I totally get it. Within the past couple of years, I've had 2 best friends I call my best friends that are no longer my best friends today, and I'm fine with that. I'm content with that, because I don't think that they need to be in my life. I had a friend that was sneak dissing me all the time, literally sneak dissing me all the time. I remember a situation where I had literally, like, I was like on my walker and it was a birthday and I felt a little insecure because I couldn't wear heels. And so I just asked everyone to like dress chill, don't be in heels, like we're just going to like PF Chang's or something. And it was just this big to do with this friend, and she couldn't understand why I didn't want her in heels. She's like, well, I go out in heels. And from that's when I kind of realized, okay, this is not my friend. Because why would you not just be able to comply and go along with that when everyone else is so understanding of it? And it was other little things that I kind of noticed and picked up that I was like, okay, this is not my friend. Cut. So any person that makes me feel low or is not there to support me has to go. Because when you're on a journey of just trying to become who you are and figure that out and trying to become a better person, you need people that are around to support you, that you can lean on and that you can rely on and you know genuinely love and support you. I feel like everyone that is really close to me now and that is around me now, they're not like sneak hating on me. They're not hating on what I accomplished. I think we all genuinely want to see each other do well. We want to see each other succeed. My fellow friends that are influencers, we genuinely want to see each other get brand partnerships. We share different contacts. We share, you know, different resources that we have. We teach each other how to make money here, how to do that, how to film, how to edit. It's such a beautiful thing, and it's such an amazing thing just to have people around you that make you feel good and that literally light up when they see you coming and pump you up and hype you up, especially when you're down on your lowest. Like, the people that are around me now, I'm not afraid for them to see me at my lowest. I'm not afraid for them to see me broken, because I know that they're gonna pick me up and raise me up, and I'm not afraid for them to see me vulnerable. I'm not afraid for them to see me cry, because I know that they love me and I know that they're gonna help me get to wherever I want to be. I know that they're going to support me, and I know that they're here for me the same way that I am for them. Keep your circle small. Use discernment, pray about it, be intuitive, sit back, listen, observe the people that are around you, and make adjustments where you need to make adjustments. Okay, you guys? So that's the end of this video. I really hope that y'all enjoyed. I know it was more on like the serious note than what I usually do, but I really felt compelled to make this video because I just think that this is content that the girls need, and this is like real life. You know, I'm going through this now. I implement these things every single day, and I want to see you guys glow up, and I want to see you guys be confident and love yourself and feel like you're that girl, that it girl, that main character. I want you to have that energy, okay? I want you to radiate that energy. I want you to ooze that beauty and that energy that is within you, okay, you guys? So I love you so much. Remember to like this video. Remember to subscribe. Notification bells on. My battery is dying. That's kind of why I'm rushing the ending, but I love y'all so much, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah.